Good morning, my peoples. It's 9 a.m. I know gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning. Well, that's why I'm still in bed. Me? You know me. I'm FayWhat! And this program was created by Hotspots Happening Out. The FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show. And I'm broadcasting live and also available on demand on your favorite streaming channels. In 2025, our Hotspots magazine celebrates 40 years of documenting the LGBTQ plus experience. It is the largest publication of its kind in Florida and one of the oldest in America. Happening Out Television Network Queer News Tonight is celebrating 5 years with 10,000 television stories and more than 10 million views in 2024. Hotspots Happening Out will be producing some of the most incredible events, LGBTQ plus events. First, the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th with the gigantic Night Glow Parade on the famous Wilton Drive. Next, the summer's Red Hot Pride Fest on August 9th and Pride Fort Lauderdale in February 2026. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. It's Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. Happy Women's History Month. We have lots of fun things to talk about, so come on, let's go.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too? If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
Now let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for our segment called Gay Boys Sleep Late. This morning, I'm joined by my gay guy pal, adult performer, and star of For the Love of Dilfs on Out TV, Alex Tikas. Follow his adults-only Twitter at @Alex_Tikas and catch him as he bartends at the Eagle Wilton Manors. Good morning, Alex, and welcome back to my bed, boo!
It's like I never leave. I've never left.
I know, I love it. I'm telling you, I'm keeping you underneath the bed with Luna, my dog. I'm just saying. So next, we discuss some of the fun things that we're doing in our segment called Out and About. So, it's March 25th. It's Tuesday. How was your weekend? I spent my weekend with my parents.
Tell me. And you're alive. Look at you. You're alive. You still have a healthy glow.
Yes. I'm still gay.
Your
you know what I mean?
blood hasn't been drained from your body.
They didn't take it. They didn't try to brainwash me into anything. I went to Pennsylvania. I went to Scranton. Okay. Scranton, Pennsylvania is known for one thing.
Oh, God. What?
The Office.
Oh, that's right.
The show The Office. That's
Dr.
it.
Mifflin, that's right.
That's it. Mm-hmm. So there's a bar that has all of them there, and people go and get like little trinkets from The Office. I've never seen one episode. It's not my kind of humor. So every time I go, I'm like, yeah, The Office. Ha ha ha. Scranton. Got it.
Where do you get your paper goods from, Faye?
I'm sorry, from being from South Florida where so much is going on all the time, I was happy for the I don't know, I can't explain it, not calmness. I mean, different. I feel that we're being attacked so much here in Florida, right?
What happens in Scranton?
Nothing. I just I didn't speak Spanish and I tried to be as white as possible. And that's all that happened.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I got to be with my siblings who I love and adore. Yeah. And, that's always fun. My brother.
Are you the oldest?
I am the oldest. I am the oldest. And, and I'm a firm believer that there's always more than one gay person in a family, even if they don't come out. You know what I mean? So I'm always talking come on, guys, come on.
There's gotta be at least one of you.
You know what I mean? There's more than one. There always is. No, but I'm here in one piece and ready to slay again. You worked a lot this weekend.
It's always like a dog getting ready for Tropical Bear Week. It's just crazy. It's high season, folks.
Yeah.
It's high. Everybody's in town. Everybody wants their drink right away. Everybody wants to know why it's not busy yet because we just opened 5 minutes ago. So calm the fuck down.
What time does Eagle open?
Technically we open at 7 o'clock, usually
Okay.
Monday to Friday. But
Like a happy hour or something like that.
But we're not the happy hour bar. You know, the happy hour bar is like the Hunters and the Alibi and all the. We're the after you're done with the Hunters and Alibi, you come across the street to us.
Yes.
Because that's when the music is playing and that's when everybody's dancing and that's when it gets a little bit more, heated. But we're not. I mean, our cigar social on Thursdays, which I host. Come by.
Ooh, I love it.
It's super busy and super like a bunch of great guys come and
That's when the lights are still on.
the lights are still on and whatever. And we love happy hour. It's 2 for 1. We do everything that the other guys do except I don't know. I think they give away things for free and we're not there yet.
By things, what are we talking about?
I mean, I don't know, but I just know like we have a great happy hour and we're welcome. But we are known for nighttime shenanigans.
When the red lights go on.
Yes.
Yeah.
The red lights
That's
go
usually
on,
when Faye leaves.
No,
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's like
know.
Faye, you shouldn't. I mean, we love you, but do you really need to be in the code bar?
Yeah. Yeah. That's usually when I leave. It's okay. I have to get back to Miami.
Maybe you want to go dance downstairs in the dance bar. Maybe you don't necessarily want to be in the code bar.
That's usually when they throw me to the front with security and I hang out with him.
That's right.
So this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Let's kiki on this interesting story. So Jessie Cave, best known as Lavender Brown in Harry Potter, is tearing up the Good Little Actress rulebook with a surprising career move. An OnlyFans account. Yes, dedicated to hair stuff?
Okay.
In her recent Instagram video, she declared, quote, "I'm starting OnlyFans. Hair stuff, it is a fetish, I think, I hope," end quote. But don't expect anything risque, okay? Cave makes it clear, quote, "No bum, no feet, no explicit content. Instead, subscribers for $6 a month can enjoy niche long hair specialist content." In a Substack post, she explains her motivation, saying, quote, "1 year, my aim to get out of debt, to empower myself to put time into self-love," end quote. Jessie Cave's OnlyFans, hair today, cash tomorrow. Watch this.
I'm starting an OnlyFans.
Yeah. Right.
Hair stuff.
Yeah.
So stuff like this.
Right.
Just going like that. That's the kind of thing.
Have you read about this? Is
No.
this a thing?
The best quality hair sounds. You need to hear the brushing.
Is that what people like?
The sounds, yeah.
So you should mic it probably.
I know, but I can't afford a mic. Swishing it and...
Well, don't do it. Don't give it away for free.
No, but I need to tell people what I'm offering.
You like it, as in like in a sexual way.
Well, it is a fetish,
Yeah.
I think. I hope. Slutty Mormon. Like I'm going for kind of like a very pure aesthetic. Like I could hide behind it.
Yeah. What are you hoping for from all this?
And just very sensual stuff with my hair.
Okay.
I think this could make the big bucks.
Any feet or bums and anything like that?
No.
I think you should get your bum out.
Jessie Cave's OnlyFans, hair today, cash tomorrow? What are we all talking about? Okay, wait a minute. Let me get this straight here.
I'm confused right now.
Why are you confused?
Because she's making money brushing her hair. I'm actually not confused because this is America. And in America, I mean, even though OnlyFans I think is in the UK, but I mean, what a country where you can what a world where people are going to say, yes, I'm going to pay $6 to watch you brush your hair.
Brush your hair.
Do you know what I have to do for $6 fucking a month? God damn it.
You know how many drinks Alex needs to freaking make for $6?
Don't even get me started on what I need to do on OnlyFans to make $6 a month. And she just gets to brush her hair. The nerve.
Listen,
the nerve.
so I was going to ask you about that. Am I crazy, Alex? Yo no sabía. I had no idea that OnlyFans had more than just adult content.
Listen.
Explain this to me there.
Well, OnlyFans kind of is like the adult entertainers started OnlyFans.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, it's getting if let's say Cardi B has a new music video, right? Mm-hmm. And the only way you can see this video is if you pay $3 on OnlyFans to see this. Then, so OnlyFans is really trying to kind of take away from who helped them get started. So you got this girl, you got like the Cash Me Outside girl, like she made a mint, like Bella Thorne, who was an actress, she made a mint doing nothing risque. Well, like, what if Martha Stewart wants to have a cooking class? What if a influencer wants to have a cooking class or wants to have a fitness class or something? So of course, OnlyFans sees more money and more revenue from that than
more mainstream
than
stuff than risque and the people who made OnlyFans, who put OnlyFans on the map.
So,
let's be real.
I'm very, very surprised. First of all, if you go on OnlyFans right now for adult performers, there is a list of things you cannot do. Like you cannot
anymore. They just started. Before you could.
Yeah, if you had maybe if somebody was wearing, first of all, leather is very, they monitor everything. Like if something looks like a bottle of poppers like in the background, they'll immediately delete the video. There are words you can't use if it looks like you're violent in any way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's a lot of BDSM, for example. There's no such sign of it. Nothing fetish. Nothing.
Wow.
It's very.
You leave that for Twitter now.
Well, you leave it for Just for Fans. You know what I mean? Just Fans, another one. But so that's what's going on with OnlyFans right now. But I'm looking at this and I'm going, oh my God.
Well, I wasn't a big Harry Potter fan, okay? And according to my Harry Potter lovers, because, lots of gay people love the Harry Potter books, her portrayal, her acting was kind of annoying. She didn't have, a great big part in the Harry Potter films, which I guess is why...
She needs to get out of debt.
She's broke, you know what I mean? Which is why she needs to get out of debt. But I mean, Coño, how cool is it to be, you're brushing your hair, you're not doing anything risque,
Brushing your hair and you're making money brushing your hair. I think it's fascinating.
It is. I knew a girl in San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco in 2006, so it's been a while, right? This was before TikTok or OnlyFans or anything like that. And she made money with her feet.
Yeah.
She made money with her feet. Yeah. And she would, and her feet were stinky and they were nasty and she would wear shoes with no socks and do all this kind of stuff. But this is what her clients wanted. Yeah. And she was making videos of this feet stuff too, Alex.
What if you get 10 or 20 clients that have this particular fetish and they just lock it down for you and they pay for
everything? What are we doing wrong?
We're waking up too early for this show.
You should be paying me to brush my hair.
Let's brush it. I'm gonna brush face here.
Okay.
I put it on
That's 2 for 1. He'll be naked brushing my hair.
$2.99 a month. We'll do it for $2.99.
Half off.
Let's go.
Half off. $2.99. Look out for it.
They'll be like, do you have change for anything?
I need my penny back.
I need my penny back, please.
Thank you. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Here at The FayWhat Show, we need to help my gay boys, right? They're my heart. In our segment called Dear FayWhat, I provide my expert lesbian knowledge and my vast experience as a living, breathing gay boy in a lesbian's body to help my fellow gay boys. This week, Ruben the Love Bomb sent me an email. All right, Rubencito, vamos a ver.
Yes.
Dear Faye and Hottie, I need help calming the heck down when I start catching feelings. Whenever I meet a new guy, something takes over me. I get super clingy and super attached, and I end up love bombing way too soon. I go overboard with shotgun texts, gifts, nice dates, and gushing compliments. The worst part is I know I'm doing it and I hate it, but I can't seem to stop. It's like this desperate feeling hijacks my brain, and I guess I worry that if I don't show how much I want it, I'll lose them. It probably doesn't help that I've never really had a meaningful long-term relationship before, so I want this so badly that it affects my actions. The problem is when I get too attached, the other guy picks up on it and starts backing away. And I get it. Desperation is a turnoff. I need help understanding why I do this, and more importantly, how to manage it when I feel myself spiraling. I don't want to be this person, but I don't know how to stop. It makes me feel like such a weirdo. What should I do? Ruben the Love Bomber. Oh, wow, Ruben.
Wow.
Ruben the Love Bomber. First off, I just want to acknowledge how much self-awareness you already have, boo. I mean, you don't understand how that's a freaking gift to be aware of this, okay? A lot of people get caught in these patterns like this without really realizing what's happening. But you are understanding what's happening, you know? You can see yourself getting overly attached. You know it pushes people away. And even in that moment, you're aware it's happening, you still do it, right? But you can't seem to stop. That level of insight is huge. It means that this isn't some mystery you're doomed to repeat forever, I hope. It's a pattern that you can work on by changing, you know, and changing is hard. I get it, you know, but you have to ask if, you know, I have to ask if maybe you've spoken to someone about this, right? Do you have childhood or abandonment issues? Maybe, who knows? But being aware is so important. I've got to say that first of all. What do you think, Alex?
I mean, I allegedly can understand these feelings.
Allegedly.
Can understand.
Allegedly.
I found that love, like when somebody does that to me, it becomes disingenuous. Like when it's like, oh my God, you're so hot. Or, oh my God, you're so hot. Like you're just so, like, I tell them, I say, I want you to say it one more time. And then I want you to promise me you're never going to say it. Like, you don't have to say it again. You don't, like when you just keep doing it over, it's like telling somebody, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. It becomes disingenuous.
It takes away the actual compliment.
Because and it takes away what's behind the compliment. It's just sort of like we're talking. What are your? I'm communicating with you. I'm engaging with you because of what the qualities that you have.
Yeah.
What are your qualities? Why aren't you grounded in your qualities as well? I'm not going to tell you that you're hot every time you tell me that I'm hot.
Yeah.
Because then that's just like that's
disingenuous, and you're not that person.
Are you? Wait, is he saying it so that I can say it back? What are his motives? Like, why does he need to constantly do that?
Yeah.
Why did I allegedly need to constantly do that?
But I mean, is it like an abandonment thing? Is it that you think that allegedly you thought they were going to leave?
Let me just sit up for this for a second. When I text you and you don't text back, it's okay. When I text you good morning, or when I text you, hey, what's going on? Or I hope you're having a great day, and I don't hear back from you, it's okay. Because if you don't get back to me, that's what I need to know. And when you do get back to me, if it's at an unreasonable, or what I deem to be unreasonable, like maybe you get back to me 3 days later, hours later, you know the person was busy doing something. Maybe you're busy doing something, or maybe you're like, so, hey, sorry, like I just saw this or whatever. I hope you're having a great day too. I think that there's like a level of sort of like narcissism when somebody needs you to respond like right away. Like that's a big red flag.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a big red flag when you text somebody and you expect them to respond. It's like they've got a whole world out there that they're dealing with right now, and the fact that you're a part of that world is a compliment. Yeah, they're letting you into that world, so you need to sort of like play with them a little bit and see. But love bombing and constant compliment, I don't. It turns me off personally.
I hate to be smothered. Right? Like, I'm not good at that. I don't work well with that. Relationships that I've had where the person thinks that they're making me stay by giving me these wonderful compliments and by love bombing me. Instead, for my warped mind, it makes me want to go cheat on you. Right? I mean, it just, I'm being straight up with what it makes. I mean, that's just me.
It's just allegedly me too.
Okay. Okay, and this might happen to you too, Ruben. You know what I mean? Like, people don't like to be smothered that way. And if the person is gorgeous, fantastic, but you're not the only one telling them they're gorgeous, right?
Pay the compliment and be
and let it go and be done with it.
And be done with it.
And be done with it. You know, I mean, you can show someone how much you like their presence by actions, by having conversations, you know. And like you said, this person that is hot and all this kind of stuff, they're making the time to be with you, right? Yeah. So, I mean, you deserve that time. There's something so great about you. They want to know more about you. Yeah. You know, there are narcissistic people that need those compliments all day long also, because I know some of them, right? And they will be like, He didn't even tell me I was good looking today.
I might have gone through enough therapy to no longer be one of them. Allegedly.
But that was what I was saying about Ruben. Maybe he needs to talk to somebody because maybe he does have abandonment issues. Maybe something has happened to him that he feels everybody's going to leave them. So he needs to give them so much love.
Yeah. It's important. It's important to have a circle of people in your life that are going to call you out and that are just going to be honest with you. And not only is it important for that, but it's important for you to maybe listen to what they're saying because they don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
They're trying to be your friend and they care about you and they love you. So when they have a piece of advice that they want to share with you about this, try it their way. Just take their suggestion.
The next time,
Pay a compliment and let it be and see what happens. Yeah. And maybe it'll work for you. But to just like constantly why haven't you texted me? Maybe you
It's been 22 minutes. How come you didn't text me back? That is such a lesbian move, by the way.
It's kind of gay too.
Is it gay too? Right? Okay. Listen, understand that LGBTQ plus, a lot of us are marginalized. A lot of us have been shunned by our families. A lot of us, you know what I mean? So because of that, we have our favorite toy. Don't take it away from me.
God.
You know what I mean? So I mean, here's this, Ruben. We've all been guilty of this. How about that?
Yes.
In one way, shape, or form.
The straights too. Trust me, it's okay.
The straight people too have been. They do. You know, we're afraid of you taking what we have, of there not being enough, of this person being too hot for us because we have insecurities. So, you know, you're not alone in this, right? But like Alex said, next time, just like kind of take it back a little bit and see how that goes.
Yeah, try it that way.
And see what happens. Maybe they won't run. Understand, a lot of people don't like to be smothered.
Yeah.
They just don't. And it just loses its realness if it's just too much, you know? So keep those emails coming because we love to help you gay boys. FayWhat at happeningout.com. All right? This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. So help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Next, we talk about Frida Kahlo. Women's History Month is right now, and it's a time to celebrate women's achievements, raise awareness about discrimination against women, and give extra attention to all the amazing accomplishments of strong, determined women. Since 1987, the United States has formally recognized March as National Women's History Month. And even if the current administration does not entirely, we at the FayWhat Show know the importance. Every woman has a story to tell and gifts to share with this world. This month, I will spotlight queer women who have made a huge impact. Women in general have made such a huge impact, okay? And today we talk about Frida Kahlo. So Frida Kahlo was a Mexican painter. Frida Kahlo is known for redefining the Mexican modernist movement and bringing Latin American art to the global stage. Kahlo's queerness deeply influenced her art and made explicit appearances in her paintings. While she was married to painter Diego Rivera, Kahlo had deep relationships with famous women, such as Mexican singer Chavela Vargas, Josephine Baker, and painter Georgia O'Keeffe. To this day, Kahlo stands as a symbol of power and visibility for many queer Latinx people. However, it's important to note that Kahlo's legacy isn't all positive, as indigenous artists have criticized her for appropriating native cultures for personal gain. Tell the women in your life that they are important today, okay? Like Frida Kahlo is and was and will always be, okay? Because this is Women's History Month. What do you think?
Salma Hayek. Have you ever seen her in this movie?
Oh my God, yes!
She was robbed of that Oscar. She was so incredible.
I forgot about that.
And, you know, I'm sure like all of it, I think Madonna has like 80% of like Frida Kahlo's artwork in her house.
Yes.
But her painting, it's so powerful.
So powerful. So powerful. And in a time when there wasn't a lot of queer representation like that, you know? Frida Kahlo was hot and she was innovative and she had a unibrow.
Balls, yeah. And that's okay.
And balls.
Balls in a unibrow can be really hot.
I mean, you know, and think about it. I doubt that in that time she knew what like a difference she made and what an impact she had made. You know, there are plenty of Frida Kahlo museums and restaurants and all kinds of stuff that, you know, still refer to her in this day and age right now, you know? And I'm going to go back and see that movie because I forgot about Salma Hayek.
She was amazing.
Amazing, all right? So for Women's History Month, make sure that you tell the women in your life that they are important, that they are seen, and that they will not be forgotten no matter what. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Let me remind you that the Hotspots Happening Out nonprofit travel club is planning an amazing Florida AIDS Walk cruise on November 2nd from Miami. The 3-day cruise is on the gigantic 170,000-ton MSC Seascape and starts at just $199. It supports some of the most important LGBTQ+ nonprofits in South Florida. Special parties, events, and even a 3-day open bar and Wi-Fi package are available for just $68. And that's unlimited cocktails, beer, wine, sodas, coffee, and bottled water, and Wi-Fi for just $68 for all 3 days. This is the only cruise like it in 2025. Join us at Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission for the LGBTQ+ community.
Welcome to the newest trip from the nonprofit travel club, Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise aboard MSC Seascape, departing November 2nd, 2025. Celebrate pride and unity on this one-of-a-kind 3-day cruise aboard the luxurious MSC Seascape, all starting from just $199. Your journey begins in Miami as you board the stunning MSC Seascape, a $1 billion, 170,000-ton masterpiece of Italian design, offering incredible amenities, exclusive events, and a vibrant community of travelers united by a great cause. The MSC Seascape is a 5-star state-of-the-art new ship. This 170,000 giant ship boasts unique features like the glass-floored Bridge of Sighs, panoramic elevators, and a replica of the Statue of Liberty. The onboard design pays tribute to New York City, featuring Times Square-inspired spaces and a breathtaking LED wall. You will want to sail in the world's best cabin category called MSC Yacht Club. This luxury cruise within a cruise is a private 3-deck top of the ship private club. The Yacht Club includes private reception 24 hours a day, a gourmet private restaurant, a luxury lounge with open bar and food 24 hours a day. Available to just 200 guests. Your yacht club has a private sun deck and private pool. There are so many other features that makes this a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The nonprofit travel club is unique in that we are not a travel agency. We are a nonprofit 501c3 company that uses educational travel to raise funds for the community. With us, you travel for good. And that is what you do on this cruise as you support the Florida AIDS Walk and the beneficiaries that provide support to our community. Our trips are special because they include so much. Onboard activities and exclusive parties at Ocean Cay are all part of your travel package. Not just that, this Pride Cruise also offers you unlimited open bar package with cocktails, beer, wine, sodas, coffees, and bottled water, along with Wi-Fi aboard the ship and on Ocean Cay for just $68. Plus, you get access to over a dozen bars and exclusive beach events. Your open bar package is unique in that it is valid on ship and all day and evening at bars on the private island. Your wonderful Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise begins on day 1 as you board MSC Seascape as early as 11 a.m. You enjoy an exclusive open bar cocktail party with Florida AIDS Walk reunion guests. Tonight, you have an exclusive invitation to the Travel Club dance party. There are shows and great dining choices awaiting you. On day 2, you visit what Condé Nast readers say is the world's best cruise line private island. $1 billion was spent to create this magnificent marine reserve. Ocean Cay features incredible beaches and lagoons. When you participate in our exclusive $68 open bar and Wi-Fi package, all services will be available to you at more than a dozen island bars. You will enjoy lunch at the main Ocean Cay Pavilion and more than a dozen food trucks that provide unique food opportunities. Plus, the Florida AIDS Walk Cruise will have several events today. This morning, you will participate in our pavilion and beach party called Seize the Day. It will be the only daytime beach party with a DJ and great beach dance music. Tonight, you are invited to Roar on the Show, where you have bonfires, a DJ, an open bar, and a thrilling rainbow light show at the Ocean Cay Lighthouse. Your day will be one of the best tropical experiences of your life. Tonight, once you are back on the ship, you participate in our exclusive invitation to the Travel Club's dance party. Your amazing cruise to celebrate the Florida AIDS Pride Cruise comes to an end on day 3. Enjoy a farewell breakfast and you can get off the ship as early as 7:30 a.m. By being on this trip, you have not only had fun, but also have helped so many Florida AIDS Walk beneficiaries. Secure your spot with just a $99 deposit for the interior, ocean view, balcony, and suites, or pay just $299 for the exclusive Yacht Club category. Flexible interest-free payment plans are available for just $49 per month. Protect your trip with travel insurance starting at $36, or choose cancel for any reason coverage starting at just $67. Book now at the Travel Club website and be part of this unforgettable journey. Celebrate pride, luxury, and making a difference. Don't miss this one-time only cruise in 2025.
So let's look at our week ahead with the gorgeous Mr. Alex Ticas. All right. So I am going to be, actually a busy weekend this weekend. Sunserve is having their Bloom Gala this Saturday at the venue, and I can't wait to be all dressed up because, you know, I love me a gala.
I was gonna say it's like another gala, another opening, are they opening a door? What are you doing?
They are raising money for Sunserve, and they have like their biggest gala. They have a gala once a year, and they usually have it around this time, and it usually sells out, and they always have a fun theme. And so this year's the theme is Bloom. So I got a dress with all kinds of flowers.
Florals for spring.
Florals for spring. I'm going to try to bring it to a drag queen and try to get her to put like real flowers on it and do like some crazy stuff, you know? And then also on Monday, next Monday, it's Trans Day of Visibility. And Trans Day of Visibility is when we celebrate all our trans community and our siblings and everything amazing that they bring to our community and to our world. And so I'm going to be hosting Trans Day of Visibility for a third year, which I think is like an honor because I'm not trans yet. They still let me host it, which I think is just so sweet and so amazing. And as you'll see, like we're going to be talking to Adrianna Tender in a little while, and she's going to be giving us all the deets as to what's going to be happening. And I look forward to that. And then you are going to be back at the Eagle all weekend long.
My exciting life. Well,
no, but you say that your exciting life. The Eagle's exciting. People go there to like, you know, have an exciting time, and you're a part of that.
You all over the world. I have people coming all over the world, coming into this bar, telling me how much they are ready to move to Wilton Manors, how much they love the bar, how much it's just like the snowbirds come in and they don't want to go back. It's you know, our little bubble, our little Wilton Manors. It's just, we are in a very, very, very special place.
We are. And Wilton Manors it's come to the point where you talk to people in other countries and they know about Wilton Manors. Yeah,
for real.
You know what I mean? Which is incredible it's
it's a really cool time to be living in this little bubble right now.
Outside is a little scary. Yeah. But, you know, so now you're bartending and you're dancing. Which do you prefer now?
So I prefer dancing because I make the same amount of money and I don't have to clean anything at the beginning.
I don't got to count money.
I don't have to count money.
Except my own.
I don't have to clean anything. I don't have to like deal with the politics that's involved.
I don't got to set up. No, I don't got to close down.
But the problem is I get more bartending shifts now than probably because of my sparkling personality. But I probably get more bartending shifts than dancing shifts because, you know.
Let's see, because you're a trustworthy, sober person. That's probably why. That's the truth. I'm sorry, Alex. You know what I mean? See, we get sober and then people depend on us, right? Like, it's
God damn it.
Darn it. Downfall that people like, you know, like trust you with money and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll probably have more exciting travel destinations and once the high season is over because it is all hands on deck
right now, right? Yeah, but these are the times that, like, you know, in the summer, right, when things are rough, right? Yeah. Not that when things are rough, but, you know, it's summer everywhere, right? Yeah. So less people come here for refuge. You know what I mean?
Hot here.
And here it's way too hot. Like, no local goes to the beach in July or August. It's just way too hot, you know? So during those times, we're like, oh, I wish it was back to season. You know what I mean? So you've got to be, like, appreciative and have that gratitude. And, like, whenever you leave the Eagle with that money in your pocket, you say, all right, thank you, universe. Yeah. You know, more. Give me more.
It is not a good time to be unemployed in South Florida right now. So yes. So yeah, when we're working and it's busy and I'm very grateful. I'm just very grateful to have the exchange and the interactions with people and just like to hear their stories and I mean, to be their therapist.
Wow, that's what a bartender is.
You know what I mean?
How long have you been at the Eagle now? Because when you and me started in this bed, you were not at the Eagle in this capacity, you know?
This coming September will be 2 years. Yeah. And that's sort of like my adult sort of entertainment career is like, it's more pushed to the side now. It's more of like a side hustle than anything. And it's nice not to depend so much on that. It's nice to be able to pay taxes and like
be a legitimate person.
To be a legitimate person and to have a legitimate. This is what I look for future use, for insurance, for whatever. You know, it's nice to have that sort of like block, you know, that rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To come.
Like to count on it, to know who you're working with, to know who you work for, to know the owners, to like, you know.
To have a family, really.
Do you think that you will stop doing the adult stuff?
It's honestly.
Really?
Well,
because like you even have a smirk, like, yeah, it's coming kind of deal.
I mean, yeah, I think so. It's like I'm 51. I've won the awards. I have the notoriety. I have sort of like the, oh my God, you're Alex Tikas, kind of like that stuff. It's like, you know, I've played with some, you know, I've played with who I wanted to play with and film with who I wanted to film with. It's like, and it, you know.
You're married.
Oh my God, did I forget to mention that? Yeah, I'm married. That plays, I mean, that's integral. Like it's sort of like,
I mean, he knows who he married, but it's also just, you know, kind of a, you need time to also spend with your relationship. You know what I mean?
To everything, there's a season. You know what I mean? To everything.
Yes.
And that was, you know, that started primarily in COVID, and for some reason it exploded in the way that it exploded. And as an entrepreneur and like somebody that's sort of business minded, sort of like somebody with a theatrical background who had casting background. Okay, how far can I take this?
Yeah.
And I took it. I took it a lot farther than a lot of people. And he gave it. You know. She's so funny. She's so funny for a lesbian, isn't she? You lesbians can be so funny.
Well, I know that all your fans out there probably don't want you to stop, but I get it. I had to ask.
Well,
you know?
there's like a, oh my God, there's like a portfolio. There's not a portfolio. There's a catalog of like 500 scenes and films and whatever.
You'll never get tired. There's always something for you to see.
There's something and someone in there with me to be seen. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can still get all the fill of Alex Tikas that you want.
Yes.
All
absolutely.
right? Thank you, Alex, for being in bed with me, baby.
Always.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'll see you next month.
I'll be here under the bed waiting for you.
I'm going to get him a cup. Make sure that you like and subscribe to The FayWhat Show. It's time for a big interview, and today I have one of my favorite people in bed with me. So, you know, at The FayWhat Show, we want to introduce you to interesting people who are so important to our LGBTQ plus community. This morning, I present to you an interview with one such influential queer trailblazer, Adrianna Tender. So Trans Day of Visibility is coming up, and Trans Day of Visibility is right around the corner, like I said. And to talk about that, we have Adrianna Tender from Trans Inclusive Group in bed with us. Adrianna is just a passionate transgender advocate with an associate's degree in psychology, and is slated to graduate on April 27th with her BA in psychology at Florida International University. Highlighted by her role as program manager at Trans Inclusive Group and as the owner of Tender Loving Care Trans Mentoring, she holds leadership positions in esteemed organizations, including the National Board of Governors of the Human Rights Campaign, the former vice president of the Dolphin Dems, vice president of South Florida's chapter of AHF Flux, and is on the board of directors of BLINC, and a member of the Transgender Health in Action Advisory Group of the Broward County HIV Prevention Planning Council. And in her spare time, she hangs out with me. Which is never, right? I mean, welcome to the FayWhat Show, the incredible Adrianna Tender. How are you, sissy?
I'm good, baby. How are you?
Good, good, good. I'm so happy to have you in bed. I enjoy having you in bed.
I'm glad to be in bed with you.
Yeah. So we had your boyfriend in bed a couple of weeks back, Mr. Tommy.
I saw. I was a little jealous.
You know that I would never have him in bed without some permission, right?
You better know it. You better know it.
You better know it. How have you been? How are you and Tommy taking over the world right now?
It's been cool. He's such a great partner. He's been very supportive. I've been taking him everywhere. This past weekend was ridiculous, and he took it with stride, so I was glad.
Yes. You just had the HRC dinner. It was a huge success. I think there were over 600 people in attendance. I mean, that is incredible.
It was amazing.
You know?
It truly was amazing.
And you work with these organizations that are doing the big fight right now. You know, I mean, in this current climate, how important is for you to be part of all these different organizations, Adrianna?
I mean, it's very important when you think about all the anti-LGBTQ, specifically transgender legislation that's going on, and all of the misinformation that you're hearing about trans people, and the fact that they're taking away our health care, and they don't want kids to play in sports as their preferred gender. It's so much going on right now.
Yeah.
And that's not even talking about the people who are in the military that they don't want to be in the military anymore. It's like, hey, they're here trying to defend our country.
Yes.
And you don't want them to do that?
Yes. You know, I always think about, do you know, I think her name is Altis Arum, right? Is that, I always say her last name wrong,
I know
right?
who you're talking about. That's who I was thinking about.
Right, was it? Okay. And this girl is just beautiful, right? And she's always like, you know, I don't know her intimately, like we're not friends like that, but I've been blessed to be able to judge a couple of pagements that she's been in and stuff like that, right?
She's amazing.
And so she's, you know, she's part of the military. That is her career. That is who she is. She really, whenever she competes, she makes it a point to put that in her talent or to put it in her question and answer or whatever it is. But she's proud to defend this country while this country is doing all this stuff. Like something that I read today was that they're going to kick out all transgender people by Trans Day of Visibility of the military. Like, how does that wash over you when you've got all these siblings calling to you going, listen, my passport just got here in the mail and it's got my dead gender on it. You know what I mean? Like, or, you know, I have family that don't have papers and I'm afraid of their immigration status. Like, there's just so much going on.
It just feels like we're going backwards. I mean, I've been doing this work for some time now, and that's one of the first things that's affirming when people change their names and their gender. Yeah. I know when I got mine done probably 10, 12 years ago, I just felt like I'm a woman.
Yes.
You know, I didn't need anyone to tell me that.
Yes.
I already knew that on the inside. But just seeing that driver's license that had my name on it and my preferred gender, it just meant the world to me. And the fact that now there are some members, they're actually sending their driver's license and identification cards back to them with their gender that they were assigned at birth.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, I can't imagine getting that in the mail. You know what I mean? Like getting this piece of paper in the mail that is basically dead naming you, dead gendering you, not being, you know, saying you're not who you say you are. You know what I mean? You can't be your true authentic self. We just refuse, you know? And this is the world that we're in. And, you know, these military folks still want to fight and protect this country that basically doesn't love them, doesn't support them, doesn't want them to be who they are, you know? And that's why organizations like Trans Inclusive Group are so freaking important.
Yeah, specifically with this political climate, it's very important. You know, you have trans people that are reaching out to us for everything from identification documents, trying to make sure that they're updated, to some trans people who are just unhoused and looking for somewhere to stay and trying to figure out who's going to be able to help me with that, or, you know, just their utility bills because maybe you've gotten behind. As the program manager, I am the first contact person when it comes to our Trans Inclusive Group Emergency Crisis Fund.
Wow.
And just seeing and hearing those stories on a daily, sometimes it definitely weighs me down.
It has to.
But knowing that we're there to support them in the best way that we can, it does feel good.
Yeah.
It does feel
Yeah,
good.
well, and you're doing God's work, girl. I mean, that's the truth, you know? And it's not a coincidence that it's Women's History Month, right? And these are the times that we need to celebrate folks like Adrianna that are doing the work, you know, that are helping our community in such a way with the huge target that our trans siblings have on their back right now, you know? So Trans Inclusive Group was founded back in 2017, and they advocate to protect and defend equality for all transgender and LGBTQ plus individuals in South Florida by building trust and relationships with community providers to end discrimination, end the stigma, and racial disparities to address social determinants of health. I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I mean, health, like you were saying about how they want to stop gender affirming care. They want to stop your health care when it comes to the meds that you need to continue being your true authentic self. Like, I mean, it's hard enough getting a job these days. You know what I mean? It's hard enough going to Publix and leaving with a bag of groceries that costed you $65. You know what I mean? Like,
I know so many years back, and I don't want to like tell my age because you know I am like 22.
22 plus something.
But I remember having to go through the black market to get all of my medication when I was growing up, and the fact that now our young transgendered siblings are able to go to LGBTQ friendly facilities and get their hormones is just so imperative.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I can say, if you are trying to get on hormone therapy, you can definitely reach out to us at Trans Inclusive Group, and it's like the Underground Railroad. We're gonna make sure that we find a way. I'm gonna find someone to get you exactly what you need and get you to the right people.
Wow. Yeah. And you know, you folks have heard me from this bed say that right now our events are more important than ever. Okay, we've got to be out in numbers. I don't care if there's 15 prides. I don't give a shit. You need to be at all of them. All right, and shine as bright as you can. Trans Day of Visibility is coming up. Okay, and Trans Day of Visibility, you know, if you know what TDOR is, right? Trans Day of Remembrance is when we remember those that have been taken too soon because of, anti-trans violence, because of just horrible, sick people that exist in this world. And Trans Day of Visibility is when we highlight and we celebrate.
Yes.
Our trans community with all that their vibrancy and all their fabulousness and all of their intelligence and everything that they bring to this world. I'm getting goosebumps because, like, I don't know why you have me host this event, okay? Because I really do, all right? This is my 3rd year hosting Trans Day of Visibility. Yes. Adrianna was the one who brought me in. You know, years ago, I was like, look, I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to help. What do I do? And then Adrianna said, you do just that. You say, what can I do? How can I help? And we put you to work. And she put me to work by hosting the event, right? So here we are, year 3 on me. How long has Trans Inclusive been bringing us TDOV?
Oh my goodness. So we've been doing Transgender Day of Visibility for the last 5 years. Okay. And this is something that's very important. It's almost like it's a resistance to let people know that, listen, we're not disappearing. You cannot erase us. We are here. Yeah. You know, and it happens every year on March 31st, and it's going to be at the Pride Center at 6:30 p.m. And I just hope that everyone comes out because we need our whole community. To now come more and support than ever. Us now more than ever.
Now more than ever. I mean, like I said, you know, it's Trans Day of Visibility is almost like Trans Pride, okay? Because it really is, you know, because we got food, we have fun, we have entertainment, we have spoken word, we have testimonials, you know, we've got a little bit of everything.
Yes, we're going to have some amazing speakers. Lavender Brown is going to be one of the amazing speakers. We're going to have Ariana Lent. We're going to have May Diaz, who's one of our staff at Trans Inclusive Group. We're also going to have Star Adita. She's going to be one of our speakers, and we're going to have some amazing entertainment.
Star that we just had dinner with?
Her.
Oh, Star from Sunserve. You are awesome, girl. Yes. That is black queer magic right there. You know what I mean? Like, I love the energy that she brings.
She is amazing. And we're going to have some incredible entertainment. Kimberly Venom.
Oh, yes.
We're going to have Nicole T. Phillips.
Oh, I love Miss Nicole.
She's going to be there. It's going to be amazing.
I love it. I love it. And how is it that, I mean, it can't be easy to put these things together because there's a lot of components. There's a lot of little details, right? Plus the food is always amazing. I'm just going to say, right? But like, it's, you know, how do you like surpass yourself every year? You know what I mean? Because you're already telling me, I mean, last year was freaking amazing. The year before, it rained us out and we were inside and it was still like Tiffany Arriagas was there freaking like doing some 2-step thing. Like it was just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, how does this come together? Do people come to you and say, hey, I want to be part of this? Do you seek these people out? Do you see, because we go to a lot of events, do you see people and go, oh yeah, I want that person to be part of TDOV?
So it's a combination of both, right?
Okay.
So there are people in the community that have been doing great work, and I specifically reach out to them. The whole staff were like, okay, who do we want to who do we want to have, you know? And we go and we sit there and we, you know, it's a combination of both though, because there are a lot of people also that are signing up on top of the speakers that we have and the paid entertainment. We have people throughout community who are coming to do spoken word, do drag shows, sing, dance, whatever they feel like doing. So it's a combination of that. And every year it gets bigger, it gets better.
Yes.
And I am so excited to have the support of so many different community partners that are going to make this a success. SunServe,
She looks
you in
over
this
at Tony.
picture. SunServe will be taking care of the food this year.
Awesome.
And I mean, that's amazing because, you know, the food is really something that brings the people in.
It does.
You know,
right?
like, I love fellowshipping with people, sitting,
course.
eating, talking.
And you're allowed to do that in this, you know, I mean, it's jam packed. Okay. Understand that you're going to be entertained the whole time that you are there, but you also have the networking, you know, part of it at the beginning where you get to see people that maybe you haven't seen in a long time. You know, the reality is that the trans community has a huge target on their back. All right. They are such a small percentage, and Trump made them his scapegoat, right? His target during his running, you know? I hate that people that have never met a trans person in their life, or they think they haven't, okay? Let's be real, have all these stereotypical crazy notions about a community that they know shit about. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, this would be a great time for allies to come to TDOV, right? Or so just, you know, in our own community, right? There's a lot of letters to that acronym that maybe feel that they are supporting the T when they're really not supporting the T.
I mean, the fact that the government is trying to pull the T away from the LGBTQ is completely and utterly ridiculous. And they're being strategic about it. And they just want us to fight within our community so we won't have those numbers that we need. But people need to know that. I mean, hey, transgendered people started this fight.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, when you go back to Stonewall
Yes, ma'am.
and Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera, we started this. And we're still on the front lines.
Yeah.
So we need your support. And we're still looking for sponsors and community partners for Transgender Day of Visibility. And you can reach out to me or any of the staff if you'd like to be a part. And also, you can still donate towards our Florida AIDS Walk.
Oh, for sure.
And the money that you give will be doubled. It's greatly needed. If you're looking to help the transgender community, a donation to Trans Inclusive Group through our Florida AIDS Walk would be amazing.
Oh, see, that's imperative, right? And that is how they do the good work. That is how they help our siblings out there that are in trouble. That's the reality. I mean, think about it. How difficult it is to get a job, period. Right? But then when your paperwork doesn't match what you're presenting, I mean, it's a whole shit show. Let's be real. Let's be honest, right? We're not giving our trans community the resources that they need, right? And Trans Inclusive is just one of the few groups here in South Florida that focus on the transgender community. But every LGBTQ plus community, if you have TQ plus as part of your mission statement, you need to be helping the T.
And I do want to say that this organization, this event is led by Trans Inclusive Group, but it's put on by all of the trans organizations in South Florida. So we have Adrianna Tender,
Trans Social,
the McKinsey Project. They're all part of this.
Are there moments that you want to give up? Are there moments that you're like, not today, Satan? Adrianna, you've been fighting this fight for a while, Mama, and you've got so many other things going on too.
There are days when I'm like, F this, you know, because sometimes you look and you're like, look at all the work that we've put in, and they can just sign something and just say, we're not here.
Yeah.
That they're trying to erase us.
Yeah.
But then there's that other side where I hear these stories every single day of trans people that are going through things from being unhoused, not having health care, not having food to eat, being attacked by people. And then I'm like, if I'm not going to do it, who's going to do it?
Who is? If not you, then who?
You know, but we have an amazing executive director at Trans Inclusive Group.
Yay, Tati!
Tatiana Williams, who's there making sure that she's supporting all of us, making sure that we have the funding that we need to fight this great fight.
Yeah.
You know, we're actually going to Tallahassee tomorrow to Pride at the Capitol and to the Trans March to tell our stories, because that's so important to be visible and to tell our stories to the community
Yep.
and to our legislatures who feel that they know more about us than we do.
Than you do, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let me commend you and Tati. Let me commend Morgan and Ashley over at Trans Social. Let me commend Miss Jasmine McKenzie. I mean, this is the fight of our lives, of our freaking lives. And the reality is that a lot of us in community can just go past. All right. And like wash our hands and be like, all right, let me try to separate myself because I don't want to be caught in the craziness. Right. And that's the last thing that you should be doing right now. Right. Because like Adrianna said, they want us to fight. They want us to completely like just annihilate each other. And that's in Black and brown community. That is HIV/AIDS community. That's what they want. They want this world to just be a bunch of white cisgendered men. OK, look at yourself. If you are not a white cisgendered straight man, you in trouble. They're coming for you, Molly.
And that's what people need to realize. People need to realize when they were talking about, oh, we're dismantling this and we're taking away DEI. And they were like, oh, it's that LGBTQ.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's that LGBTQ community. But when they realize that it's everyone, that it's disabled people, that it's women,
Disabled people.
it's anybody that is not a cisgendered male, everyone falls underneath that.
Yep.
And we're all in trouble.
Yep.
So what we have to do is we have to all stick together and fight this fight because we can't do it alone.
Yep.
We need everyone. People from faith-based organizations, from churches, everyone. We need everyone in this fight.
Amen. Amen. I love you,
I
Adrianna.
love you too.
Thank you for being my sissy.
Oh my God, thank
You don't
you.
understand how much you helped me get through some crazy stuff too. I'm just saying.
Girl,
But
you
you
know-
can't have her. She's mine.
You know, I'm just trying to do what you do. You're always there for me. Always.
Listen, I try my best. I will always be there for you. From the second that you allowed me to be part of this world, right? I have been so humbled to be, because there's just certain times that we're in certain spaces where I'm the only, cisgendered woman, right? You know what I mean? And where I'm the only lesbian. And, I've never been felt like an outsider. You've never made me feel different.
I love that you're just unapologetically you in every single space. You'll be that only one Latin woman in the room amongst all the Black people. And you're like, I'm here. I'm supporting.
But that's how you have to be, and that's how we all should be, okay? So I expect to see you all at TDOV. It is time. It has been time, my friends, all right, to come together in unity and for Trans Day of Visibility to stand with our trans siblings, okay? Now or never, folks. I mean, seriously, this is a huge invitation that I am bringing to you and telling you, show up at the Pride Center March 31st. It's going to be a fantastic time. It's a Monday, so you wrap up work and you head on over. You don't got to eat because we got you taken
Good
care
food.
of. We've always got good food. You're always going to run into some
And
amazing
drinks.
people and drinks because there's always
And
drinks.
can I tell them how they can support one more time?
Please.
Yes. So you make sure that you go to the FloridaAIDSWatch.org and look for Trans Inclusive Group and donate.
And donate. All right. So see you all at the Pride Center on Monday, March 31st from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. for Trans Day of Visibility. Let's party. All right. Make sure you follow Trans Inclusive Group on all social media outlets and also Miss Adrianna Tender. Look into that camera, Miss Adrianna, and say your best. FayWhat?
FayWhat?
There. She turned it. All right. We'll be right back. So that's it. That's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. Thank you so much to Adrianna Tender for being in bed with me and to the incredible Alex Dicas for joining me in bed as well with his hot self. I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. You know that. But it's often hard for us girls. If we believe that we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q+. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore and That Girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity because it really is what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, Blue Sky, TikTok, and YouTube. Follow FayWhat and subscribe on YouTube as well. Until next Sunday World at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat, and I'm #ThatGirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Please consider fostering or adopting a pet in need. I love you. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled tea dance, Wilton is that girl. Latina, but she's universal too.